Hello, I'm Dr. Andrew Kielbania, Chief Scientist at BioNeutral Group. We're a specialty chemical company focused on eliminating toxic gases and harmful microorganisms. I'm joined here today with Dr. Phillip Tierno. He's the expert in microbiology and dealing with health-threatening microorganisms that threaten our nation. Essentially, Dr. Tierno, we'd like to talk with you about our new Y-gene formulation designed for bioterrorism and dealing with anthrax.
I'm Dr. Phillip Tierno. I've done testing on Y-gene, and I'm Director of Clinical Microbiology and Immunology at New York University Medical Center. And I've done extensive work on the Y-gene formulation specifically geared to be highly potent against some of the more difficult microbes. Of the 7 classes of microbes graded A through G, we have managed to test A, B, C, D, E, F, but not G, G being prions. Everything above prions was actually tested for, and the Y-gene formulation was excellent at eradicating them, most of these organisms on contact. Take the most difficult organisms being spores. I tested the vaccine strain of Bacillus anthracis against the Y-gene formulation, and in seconds it destroyed the spores. That is a pretty impressive and remarkable accomplishment when you consider the other agents that are commonly used, such as the aldehydes, glutaraldehyde 2%, formaldehyde 8%. Those are highly toxic and in fact take hours to eradicate such spores. In addition, if you look at other agents such as ethylene oxide, a gaseous element, which is used commonly used as a sterilant, that is an unpredictable material, highly toxic, and not very useful against spores. And some other common agents that could be comparators would be chlorine compounds, and many of them, such as hypochlorites and chlorine dioxide, can be used, but they do take a far longer time, and they are affected by organic substrate. The formulation of Y-gene is extremely effective against the spores without being adversely affected by organic substrates. Certainly, looking at the perioxygens, they too are useful at eradicating some spores, but they too are unstable and highly difficult to formulate in a product that would be effectively useful. If you look at some of the characteristics of Y-gene, in particular this specific species, it is very stable. It kills on contact, literally, including spores, in a matter of seconds. And it is a product that is, in some small way, affected by organic substrate. It is non-corrosive and highly stable. And those are the characteristics of an excellent chemical sterilant.
Dr. Tierno, besides the chemical characteristics, can you talk a little bit about the modes of action and what that really means in terms of possible microorganism developing a resistance to our Y-gene?
The modes of action are actually multiple. It is effective against the cell envelope if we're talking about vegetative organisms. It is also effective against the proteins, whether they're enzymes or other constituents of the cell, and it is effective against the nuclear material, both RNA and DNA. It is multifaceted with regard to its effectiveness against a variety of substrates within the cell.
Very good. Any other comments about Y-gene in terms of its effect on the environment or adverse effects on the environment?
The hygiene components can be broken down into constituents that would not be necessarily harmful to the environment. In fact, they can be considered green.
I want to thank Dr. Tierno for his discussion about our hygiene formulation dealing with bioterrorism. It should be noted that our hygiene platform of products is very customized to specific end uses, and we can deal with almost any type of harmful microorganism, dealing from hand sanitization type products all the way up to military and homeland security type of formulations. We believe we have a very exciting product line and a very robust technology platform which can deliver products that are new standards in the antimicrobial area.